Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's in-depth exploration of a crucial topic that profoundly impacts all of us: inflation and its effects on our economy. Inflation is a complex concept, but fear not. We will guide you through this intricate web and provide a comprehensive understanding of its significance. So, let's dive in. To comprehend inflation, we must begin with its definition. Inflation refers to the general increase in prices of goods and services in an economy over time. Put simply, it means that the purchasing power of your money decreases as prices rise. But why does this happen? There are several causes of inflation, and one of the main culprits is an increase in the money supply. When the central bank, such as the Federal Reserve in the United States, prints more money or lowers interest rates, it injects more money into the economy. This excess money chases the same amount of goods and services available, leading to a rise in prices. Additionally, inflation can also be fueled by other factors, such as demand pull inflation. This occurs when there is an increase in consumer demand for goods and services, outstripping the supply available. This high demand puts pressure on prices to rise as businesses capitalize on the opportunity to maximize profits. So, when people have more money to spend, or if there is a surge in government spending, demand pull inflation can occur. And the other factor is cost push inflation. On the other hand, cost push inflation arises from an increase in production costs. When the cost of labor, raw materials, or other essential inputs rises, businesses need to cover these additional expenses. To do so, they often raise prices, leading to cost push inflation. Factors such as higher wages, increased energy costs, or global supply chain disruptions can trigger this type of inflation. Inflation comes in different forms, and understanding these types is vital. Let's explore three main categories: moderate inflation, galloping inflation, and hyperinflation. Moderate inflation. This refers to a relatively stable and controlled increase in prices, typically ranging from 2 to 5% annually. Moderate inflation can be considered healthy for an economy as it encourages consumer spending, stimulates investment, and allows wages to adjust gradually. Galloping inflation. Galloping inflation is characterized by a significant acceleration in price increases, typically ranging from 10 to 100% annually. It usually occurs due to severe economic imbalances, such as excessive money supply growth or supply shocks. Galloping inflation erodes purchasing power rapidly, causing economic uncertainty and disrupting business operations. Hyperinflation. Hyperinflation is an extreme form of inflation where prices spiral out of control, often increasing by more than 50% per month. It usually arises from severe economic and political instability, leading to a complete loss of confidence in the currency. Hyperinflation renders money practically worthless, resulting in devastating consequences for individuals, businesses, and the overall economy. Now that we've covered the basics, let's explore the wide-ranging effects of inflation on our economy and daily lives. Number 1. Decreased purchasing power. One significant impact of inflation is the decreased purchasing power of our money. As prices rise, the same amount of money can buy fewer goods and services. Think about it. If a cup of coffee cost $2 last year and now costs $2.50 due to inflation, you need to spend more money to satisfy the same desire. Number 2. Redistribution of wealth. Inflation also affects the distribution of wealth within society. When prices rise, individuals and households with fixed incomes, such as retirees or individuals with low wages, may struggle to maintain their standard of living. Their income remains the same, but the rising prices diminish their purchasing power. Meanwhile, individuals with assets that appreciate with inflation, such as real estate or stocks, may experience a wealth increase. This disparity in wealth distribution can create economic and social challenges, leading to increased inequality. Number 3. Uncertainty and economic instability. High inflation rates can lead to economic instability and uncertainty. Businesses may find it challenging to plan for the future due to unpredictable price increases. Inflation erodes confidence in the currency, making it less attractive to both domestic and foreign investors. This lack of confidence can result in reduced investment, slower economic growth, and potentially even recessionary periods. Additionally, inflation can lead to wage price spirals, where workers demand higher wages to keep up with rising prices, further fueling inflationary pressures. Number 4. Impact on fixed-income individuals. Fixed-income individuals, such as retirees living off pensions or interest from savings, are particularly vulnerable to inflation. As prices rise, the fixed income they receive does not increase, causing a decline in their purchasing power. This can force them to make difficult choices, such as cutting back on essential expenses or dipping into savings, potentially jeopardizing their financial security. Given the significant impact of inflation, governments and central banks closely monitor inflation rates and undertake measures to manage it effectively. They often use monetary policies, such as adjusting interest rates or regulating the money supply, to control inflation. These actions aim to strike a delicate balance between promoting economic growth and maintaining price stability. In conclusion, inflation is a persistent force that shapes our economy and profoundly affects our everyday lives. By understanding its causes, types, and effects, we can navigate its impact more effectively. It is crucial for individuals, businesses, and policymakers to remain informed and adapt their strategies to the changing economic landscape influenced by inflation. Thank you for joining us on this comprehensive exploration of inflation's effects on our economy.